Welcome to Hartford, Connecticut. And my name is Christine, and here's Salt, and we're very excited. Salt is like the biggest mega Sia fan, and I know, like right now, butterflies are in his stomach like you wouldn't believe.
Hi, Salt. Thank you for liking me.
Oh, no. It's so funny. I had a chance to meet you a couple years ago when you came up to Boston, and you did a promo in like an old bank, and it's actually one of my favorite concert photos of all time that I took of you. Because it was just like a small little intimate thing that you were doing with our radio station at the time. And then my partner at the time, we got to interview you afterwards. And it was funny because you had the black and white wig on, but you had a woman with you who was your stylist. And her job was to have a fanny pack full of barrettes that she would give you a barrette and you would pull the hair to the side so you could look at us when we were talking to you. And I thought it was the sweetest thing in the world. It was so nice that you removed the mystique of the wig and then put that over. So thank you for doing that.
She's actually one of my best friends. My best friend in the world is Dallas Clayton, who I wrote the movie with, Music. Confusingly called Music.
Yeah, movie called Music.
Yep, I called her movie Music. Dallas Clayton, I would say, is my best friend. We co-wrote the movie together, and he was my cheerleader who told me I could do it. He was like, you could do it, you can do it. When I was scared that maybe I couldn't do it without Daniel Askill, because I'd made a Chandelier and a bunch of music videos with Daniel before, but I hadn't directed anything on my own. And I was worried. I wasn't sure I was really a director. I wasn't sure. But anyway, Dallas was the one that gave me the push, and then Linda Dunham and then Shia LaBeouf, they both said, no, you're a director.
You have released together, it's the first single from your upcoming joint album and movie, Music. You wrote and directed the film, which stars Kate Hudson, Leslie Odom Jr., and Maddie Ziegler, and you wrote 10 original songs for the soundtrack. Jack Antonoff is one of the names listed on the credits. Every time I have a song that I love, I look to see who wrote it, and Jack Antonoff's name pops up.
Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. He is. He's really good. Really good, and also just nice. He's just nice to be around. Yeah.
He seems like he's one of those guys that he really collaborates well with women because he understands their voice, and I've like every song that he's ever done collaborated with a woman. It seems like it's just a smash hit.
Well, I actually don't listen to music, so I can't even expound on that.
I love it. That's awesome.
Television and watch movies, so I probably haven't ever heard any of his other songs.
Well, what movies are you watching these days? You're a movie buff?
Oh, well, I mean, I watch documentaries. I just got HBO Go Max, and now I've watched maybe 30 documentaries in the last 20 days. I also became obsessed with a survival show called Alone. I watched all of those.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll either watch the crappiest of reality TV or I'll watch, informative documentaries or.
So it's like this end of the spectrum or this end of the spectrum. It's
nothing in the middle. I can only watch the slop or the absolute.
I love that. Now, how is it with your sons? I know that you recently adopted two wonderful boys, and you were gleaming and beaming about them when you talked about them. How's it going with them right now?
Really good, actually. Like, it was 3 interviews before this. I actually was on the phone with one of their therapists, and I was having a cry, but it was a good cry. So yeah, it's like I'm a real human being with real human children with real human needs. And
we were worried because we weren't sure.
Yes.
There's a lot of crying in parenting, isn't there? Sometimes it's good crying, sometimes it's tears of pain, sometimes tears of joy, but a lot of emotion goes into being a parent.
I now have just the utmost respect for every parent in the world, just for keeping a child alive.
That's the bar. That's the bar.
So Leslie Odom Jr. is in Music and featured in the Together video. And of course, he's Aaron Burr in Hamilton. And 6 Degrees of Separation, you sing one of the hardest songs on the Hamilton mixtape, which I can't get enough of. And
I saw him on Hamilton Run, and then I tweeted him and asked him if he would play the part. He was the first person I asked. But there was a time where it maybe wasn't going to work because of his touring schedule, his music touring schedule. And so then I asked Jamie Foxx. I also tweeted Michael B. Jordan and said, "Can you sing or dance?" And he tweeted me back and said, "No."
No. Why are you asking? This is weird to do on Twitter. Normal people don't really conduct interviews on Twitter.
I cast everyone from social media. I did. I cast the 14 main players from social media.
Wow, you crowdsourced it.
Yeah, I Instagrammed or tweeted people, and that's how I found my people for the movie. So,
because the story is about a young woman and who finds her family, and also about autism, and it combines things that you love to talk about and are passionate about the most.
Yeah, I don't know why it was a story just dropped into my head like 15 or 17, I don't know, years ago. And I just wrote it down, but it happened to include someone on the spectrum. And then years ago, can you hear my dog snoring in the background? I just wondered.
Is it a bug or a bug?
And I was like, no, don't, Selvin, it's fine. You let him stay. Selvin's my bodyguard. He was gonna ask Dingus. He was gonna maybe get a treat and get to tease Dingus out of.
His name is Dingus.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love him. I love his snore.
What kind of dog is he? Is he a pug?
He's not. He's actually a big one. He's maybe a cross, like a Labrador cross with like a, what did we think, Selvin? A Mastiff maybe? Or
wow.
Okay, he's a big dog.
Yeah, that's a big guy.
He's got big floppy jowls and, I want to kiss him. I love him so much. I kiss him right under his nostrils. He's so big. And he thinks he's a lap dog. Anyway, what were we talking about?
We're talking Kate Hudson, shave her head. Dogs
are saving us from quarantine. That's what we're talking about.
They really are. Dogs are my people. And I actually managed to get one of my recently deceased dogs is in the movie too. He got a role in the movie.
Who is it? What's his name? Who do we look for?
Lick.
Picnic.
Picnic?
No, Lick.
Oh, Lick. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we also heard that you recently became a grandma. Is that true?
It is true, but I haven't met my grandchildren yet.
Because of COVID?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and, it's complicated. And, I hope to meet them. I don't know if I ever will. It's, it's complicated. I don't know what's going to happen with quarantine and COVID. All I can do is send diapers,
Well, that's what every parent needs. So let me tell you, I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. And yes, we were talking about the crying, but Christine can vouch right before you got on the phone. There was a lot of crying in my house. So yeah.
I'm so glad. You're so grateful.
Just trying to keep them alive.
So when does music drop? When will we be able to watch it?
All we know is, because of the COVID, we don't really know. It's going to come out on IMAX, which is like a dream come true because I really desperately wanted it. I shot it cinematically and I really wanted it to come out on the big screen. And so it was a dream come true for it to be coming out on the biggest screen. But we really don't know. All we know is that, and this is what I don't know if I'm even supposed to tell you this, but all I know is that it's Tenet, then it's music. So,
I know Tenet's been pushed back again, and there's been some delays on that. So okay.
Right. So if you just know Tenet's going to come out first, and then it's going to be music.
Well, Thea, we know you have a lot of interviews to get to, and we don't want to monopolize your time. But thank you so much.
Speak for yourself.
For joining us. We look forward to music. Yeah, you want to stay here with us?
Yeah, hang out.
Sure, I do, but I have one more to do.
Just one left. Let's see if you get all the same questions again.
Exactly. I get really confused. It's a very weird process. It is. Doing it. Like, I'm doing this because I love the movie and I think it's meaningful and I want it to be seen because I think it's meaningful. I think it's important and I think it's educational. But yes, of course, I don't do any promo for my music anymore just because it can make you feel insane because answering the same questions over and over again, and now you think, oh, am I an authentic person, or did I already answer this question, or have I just said the same thing twice to the same person? Like, it makes you feel crazy.
Oh, I bet.
So that's why I think that most entertainers are insane.
Not going to disagree.
Well, we're grateful that you took time to do our show and to come to Hartford via Zoom. So good luck with the film. You know, we'll be watching it when it drops. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Lots of love to you. Bye, you guys.